Premier League Newcastle United vs Brighton Hove Albion prediction, team news, lineups preview. Newcastle will look to consolidate their place in the top 6 of the Premier League when they welcome Brighton Hove Albion to St James Park on Saturday afternoon. The Magpies are seeking revenge against the Seagulls after they suffered a 3-1 defeat in the reverse fixture at the Amex Stadium back in September, courtesy of an Evan Ferguson hat-trick. Match preview. Newcastle may have missed out on a second successive top 4 finish this term, but they remain on course to qualify for next season's Europa League following a strong run of form over the last few weeks. The Magpies ended last season with just one win from their final 5 matches, but they head down the home straight this term in buoyant mood, having won 4 of their last 5 games, scoring 14 goals in the process. A week after thrashing Sheffield United 5-1 on home soil, Newcastle cruised to a 4-1 victory at Burnley last Saturday, with Callum Wilson, Sean Longstaff and Bruno Guimaraes all on the scoresheet in the first half before Alexander Isak netted his 20th Premier League goal of the season after the interval. Eddie Howe's side currently sits 6th in the table, 4 points behind an out-of-form Tottenham Hotspur outfit in 5th, while they are just 2 points ahead of 7th-placed Chelsea and 8th-placed Manchester United with 3 games left to play. Newcastle therefore still have work to do to guarantee European football for next season, starting with Saturday's clash against a Brighton side whom they have beaten in their last 2 home meetings by an aggregate score of 6-2. In stark contrast to Newcastle, Brighton looked as if they would be ending the campaign on a whimper and remain in danger of finishing in the bottom half of the table, a year on from securing their highest-ever Premier League finish of 6th. However, the Seagulls ended a 6-game winless streak when they claimed 3 morale-boosting points from a slender 1-0 home victory over top 4 hopefuls Aston Villa last weekend. João Pedro scored the decisive goal in the 87th minute, heading home a rebound after seeing his penalty save by Robin Olsen. Roberto De Zerbi's men have subsequently climbed up to 11th place in the Premier League table. But their hopes of European qualification for next season are hanging by a thread as they sit 7 points adrift of 7th-placed Chelsea with only 3 games remaining. It is fair to say that Brighton have not enjoyed many of their travels in recent months, as they have won just one of their last 10 away games in all competitions, a 5-0 drubbing of basement club Sheffield United, but their recent record against Newcastle bodes well ahead of Saturday's contest. Indeed, the Seagulls have only lost 2 of their last 13 meetings with the Magpies and are bidding to complete their 3rd league double over the Northeast outfit, previously doing so in 2020-21 and 1978-79. Team news. Newcastle will be without Fabian Schär hamstring, Sven Botman, Jamal Lascelles both ACL, Joe Willock, Matt Targett both Achilles and Lewis Miley back due to injury, while Kieran Trippier has stepped up his recovery from a calf problem and is set to be assessed ahead of kickoff. Nick Pope made a welcomed return to the matchday squad for the first time in 5 months after recovering from a shoulder injury, but it remains to be seen whether he is ready to start in goal ahead of Martin Dubravka. With 2 games in 4 days to prepare for, Howe may consider rotation in a few positions, where possible, with the likes of Miguel Almiron, Joe Linton, who have both recently recovered from injuries, Harvey Barnes and Elliot Anderson among those pushing for a recall. As for Brighton, Ferguson ankle hat-trick hero from the reverse fixture Solly March knee, Jack Hinchelwood foot, Kaoru Mitoma back, James Milner thigh, Tariq Lamptey muscle and Pervis Estupinan calf all remain in a packed treatment room, while Jan-Paul van Heck thigh and Adam Lallina unspecified are both doubtful. The potential absence of Van Heck is set to see Adam Webster continue in the heart of defense alongside captain Lewis Dunk, with Joel Veltman and Igor Julio operating as fullbacks. Pedro, Simon Adingra and Facundo Buonanot could all retain their places in attack alongside Danny Welbeck, although Julio Enciso and Barcelona loanee Ansu Fati will be hoping to force his way back into the first 11. Newcastle United possible starting lineup: Dubravka, Livramento, Croft, Byrne, Hall, Longstaff, Guimaraes, Anderson, Gordon, Isak, Barnes. Brighton Hove Albion possible starting lineup: Verbruggen, Veltman, Webster, Dunk, Igor, Gilmore, Gross, Buonanot, Pedro, Adingra, Welbeck. We say, Newcastle United 3-1 Brighton Hove Albion. Both teams still have something to play for heading into their remaining fixtures. Although you could argue that more is riding on this match for Newcastle, who can boost their Europa League ambitions by claiming a third successive victory this weekend. Brighton got the better of Newcastle last time out and have found a way to grind out positive results against the Magpies in recent years. However, we believe that Howe's in-form side, who have been scoring goals for fun, will come out on top this time around. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.